Let's go day 10 Indian financial system. Quick connect to previous days. Day 6 was banks are financial intermediaries. Day 8 was 1991 reforms opened financial markets, and day 9 was RBI controls monetary side. But banks aren't the only way money moves in economy. Today, the full financial ecosystem. Let's see. What is a financial system? A financial system is the network of institutions, markets, and instruments that channels money from those who have it to those who need it. Think of it as the blood circulation system of the economy. Money is the blood. Financial system equals veins, arteries, heart pumping it everywhere. The two ways money moves. Routes and first is banking route. How indirect to what? Banking route is indirect through banks. You deposit, bank lends. Okay. And the market routes, which is a direct through market, you buy company shares directly. Developed economies use both routes heavily. India is still bank dominated. 70% plus financing through banks. USA is market dominated. Companies raise money directly from markets. India shifting toward market equals big ongoing reform story. But like USA is at like late stage capitalism, right? Why are we seeing it as the ideal goal that we want to reach? I'm not sure if like what USA doing is doing is even worth it, like if that should even be our goal. I would have to look into it, like what does market route does to the economy. I don't know, we will see pros and cons. Structure of Indian financial system. So RBI is the regulator of banks and credit. SEBI, yeah, SEBI is the regulator of markets. ERDAI is the regulator of insurances. PFRDA is the regulator of pensions. Then banks, stock markets, insurance, and pensions. ओके फॉर मुझे नहीं समझ आया वैसे तो ये स्ट्रक्चर. Okay, so for regulators, remember these: RBI, banks and NBFCs को कंट्रोल करता है, आई गेस रेगुलेट करता है. NBFCs क्या होता है, आई डोंट नो. SEBI is stock markets mutual funds. This is for stock markets and mutual funds. I don't like exactly know what a stock market is. वही होता है ना कंपनी के शेयर्स. आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दिस टर्म. एंड म्यूचुअल फंड्स मैं ये भी भूल गई, मैंने देखा तो था कभी. ERDAI is insurance companies, is for insurance companies, and PFRDA is for pension funds. Each has its own domain, no overlap. No overlap. Now that's big. Part 1 is stock market. What is a stock or a share? Simple story. You want to open a chai shop. Need 10 lakh. You only have 2 lakh. Option 1, bank loan, for which I would have to need a debt. I would be in debt. I would be in loan if I take loan. Option 2 is find 8 friends. Each gives 1 lakh. Each gets 10% ownership or shares. मतलब जो फाइनल उसमें से प्रॉफिट आएगा उसमें कमाई होगी. Share is equal to ownership piece of a company. By 1% of Reliance, you own 1% of Reliance. Oh, Company profits, you get 1% of profits. Dividend, if company grows, your share value grows. Capital gain. Stock exchange in India. Exchange की full form BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. What trades here? Stocks, bonds, all destination. Oh my god, all destination. That's big. That's big. 1875 so ब्रिटिश लोगों ने किया था ये शुरू. बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. ओके, एंड SE is National Stock Exchange. Now here we trade stocks and derivatives. What are derivatives and how are bonds and stocks different? मतलब मैंने पढ़ा था अभी कुछ दिनों पहले ही bonds, but I again forgot. Anyway, stocks, derivatives, highest value. What trades? Highest value, what do you mean? Why highest value? Oh, ध्यान नहीं दिया. Highest volume. Sensex. BSE's index of top 30 companies. What? BSE's ये Bombay Stock Exchange index of top 30 companies. Nifty 50 NSE's index of top 50 companies. These numbers on News Daily Health Report of Indian Stock Market. निफ्टी 50 और सेंसेक्स मैंने नाम तो काफ़ी सुने हैं बट मुझे इनके बारे में कुछ नहीं पता है. ओके. How stock price is decided. Remember day one. Demand and supply of shares. Company performs well, more people want shares. Okay, so demand rises, prices rises. Company performs badly, people sell shares, supply rises, prices fall. I am thinking of बाईजूस है. मतलब बहुत लोगों ने उसके शेयर्स खरीदे होंगे बाईजूस के एट अ टाइम. काफ़ी और बट दे ऑल probably went in loss. They were expecting a price rise. Anyways, but also affected by what also affected by how stock price is decided. अच्छा मतलब कंपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे डिपेंड करता है कि उसके स्टॉक्स के प्राइसेस क्या होंगे. बट इट्स ऑल्सो अफेक्टेड बाय RBI रेट कट्स, क्योंकि अगर रेट कट्स हुए तो चीपर लोन्स एंड कंपनी प्रॉफिट मोर स्टॉक राइज. अच्छा अच्छा, मतलब RBI रेट कट्स पे कंपनीज प्रॉफिट मोर एंड स्टॉक्स राइज. इन्फ्लेशन राइज होती है तो परचेजिंग पावर फॉल्स, स्टॉक फॉल्स. ग्लोबल इवेंट्स में फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स पुल आउट, स्टॉक फॉल्स. बजट अनाउंसमेंट्स में सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक इम्पैक्ट. अच्छा अच्छा. बजट में अगर हेल्थ केयर को ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटी दी गई हो, उधर ज़्यादा मनी एलोकेट की गई है तो ऑब्वियसली दोज people are going to benefit more. Everything connects. Stock market is where all economic forces meet simultaneously. Acha ji, okay. This is like interesting. This is nice. All economic forces meet simultaneously. Wow. Okay, so part 2, SEBI. So what is SEBI? Securities and Exchange Board of India. Established in 1988. Statutory body 1992. Post LPG reforms. ये statutory body क्या होती है ये भी मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है बट मैं भूल चुकी हूँ. बहुत टाइम हो गया तब पढ़ा था. Statutory body. What is a statutory body? Anyways, 1992 post LPG reforms. What? मतलब पहले एस्टेब्लिश हुआ था 1988 में और स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी बना था 1992 में. ओके. पोस्ट LPG reform and this LPG is not gas I guess. SEBI equals traffic police of financial markets, ensures fair play, prevents frauds, protects investors. SEBI's three main jobs are: first is to protect investors, ensures companies disclose true information, punishes insider trading. What is insider trading? Handles investor complaints. Okay. Regulate markets. Hmm. बट पहले बात है कि कैसे पता लगाएंगे इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग हो रही है. Okay, so second is regulate market, licenses stock brokers. What are stock brokers? Mutual funds. Sets trading rules, monitors suspicious trading patterns. So trading patterns भी suspicious हो सकते हैं क्या? And in what? In what? Where does they monitor this? Develop markets, makes markets accessible to more people, introduces new instruments, simplifies processes like डीमैट accounts, online trading. नहीं समझ आया मुझे इसका काम अच्छी तरह से, मुझे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया है. And introduces new instruments. What instruments are you guys talking about? मतलब इससे पहले भी अभी mention आया था instruments का. ये क्या instruments हैं? Insider trading, using secret company information to trade stocks before public knows. Example, CEO knows company is about to get huge contract, buys shares before announcement, sells after price rises. Illegal. SEBI actively prosecutes this. CEO knows company is about to get huge contracts. I'm not able to picture this. Let's just move to part 3. Part 2 was not clear at all. Mutual funds. What is a mutual fund? You have 5,000 rupees, can't buy many stocks with that. 1 lakh people each have 5,000. Pull it together, 50 crore. Professional fund manager invest it wisely. Everyone gets proportional returns. Mutual funds is a pool of money managed professionally for small investors. Mutual funds सही है. SEBI's actual campaign to promote mutual fund investing among common Indians. बट वो जो रिस्क मेंशन कर देते हैं ना एंड में, उसकी वजह से फिर कोई कॉमन इंडियन इस पे ध्यान नहीं देता इस म्यूचुअल फंड सही है फिर. एनीवेज, टाइप्स ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड्स. टाइप्स आर इक्विटी फंड. व्हाट? इक्विटी फंड. म्यूचुअल फंड्स के टाइप. इक्विटी फंड इन्वेस्ट इन स्टॉक्स, रिस्क लेवल हाई. Debt fund, bonds and government securities, risk level low. Hybrid fund, mix of both, medium. Index fund tracks Nifty Sensex, medium. ELSS, stock plus tax benefit, high. सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्क किस में है? फर्स्ट वाले में और फिफ्थ वाले में? इक्विटी फंड और ELSS. ELSS is equity linked saving scheme, mutual fund that gives tax deduction under section 80C, comes in exam. नहीं समझ आया. Anyways, part 4, NBFCs. What is an NBFC? Non banking financial company. Like a bank but cannot accept saving deposits from public. What? NBFC is a non banking financial company. It's like a bank but cannot accept saving deposits from public. They lend money but raise funds differently through bonds, commercial papers, and institutional investors. For example, Bajaj Finance or HDFC Limited before merger. Muthoot Finance. What? Muthoot Finance. What is this? Gold loans or microfinance institutions. NBFC versus bank. Key differences. So, banks accept public deposits, NBFC don't. Banks are regulated by RBI, but NBFC has lighter touch of RBI, less involvement. Is it? CRR and SLR are applicable to banks but not to NBFC, and deposit insurance is Yes, banks 5 lakh, but no for NBFC. I don't know what deposit insurance is, and I did not completely understand what an NBFC is. What I'm getting from this is it's like a bank, it lends to people, but it doesn't lend money directly, it lends through bonds, commercial papers, and institutional investors, basically indirect lending. This is what I'm getting from it, and because it is lending to people, maybe RBI is getting in touch a little bit, but no, not completely. Anyways, IL and FS crisis 2018, massive. NBFC collapsed, couldn't repay loans, caused credit crunch across economy, showed NBFCs are systematically important. comes in एग्ज़ाम नहीं समझ आया मुझे ये भी बिल्कुल भी। क्या यार, मैं पढ़ते पढ़ते जा रही हूँ, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, तो मैं पढ़ क्यों रही हूँ ये। बहुत वेग अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, बहुत वेग अंडरस्टैंडिंग इस पूरे सेक्शन की मेरे पास। एनीवेज, ख़त्म करते हैं, दोबारा से इस पे जाएंगे, सेम टॉपिक पे आएंगे दोबारा से बाद में। अभी के लिए वेग अंडरस्टैंडिंग से ही आगे बढ़ते हैं। Part 5 is insurance, and now what is an insurance? Transfer of risk from individual to pool. You pay small premium every year. If disaster hits, insurance company pays large amount. Risk spread across millions of policy holders. But insurance में काफ़ी दिक्कत आती है, आई गेस, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से पैसे निकलवाने में, इसलिए पीपल डोंट ट्रस्ट इट. Risk spread across millions of policy holders. टाइप्स देखते हैं, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, जनरल इंश्योरेंस एंड क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ऑब्वियसली डेथ और लाइफ इवेंट्स के लिए. ERDAI, मतलब सबके रेगुलेटर ERDAI ही है. हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस इज़ फॉर मेडिकल एक्सपेंसेस. जनरल इंश्योरेंस कार, होम, ट्रैवल का भी इंश्योरेंस होता है. बट द हेल, ये क्यों है? होम इंश्योरेंस, अच्छा, डिस्ट्रक्शन वगैरह के, मतलब कुछ ख़राब हो जाए because of like earthquake or all, and all that. Crop insurance, farmer crop loss. I guess इसमें से एक health insurance is the most important, and life insurance if you're the only earning member in your family. बाकी तो sound stupid थोड़े से. मतलब what are the odds of your home getting destroyed due to some natural disaster? Maybe your car can need an insurance. ओके, छोड़ो. PMFBY, प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना. बीमा, व्हाट इज बीमा? गवर्नमेंट क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस स्कीम फॉर फार्मर्स. अच्छा, बीमा इज इंश्योरेंस. Subsidized premiums comes directly in ESI paper. Okay. So, okay, ठीक है. Insurance penetration in India 4% of GDP, very low compared to developed countries 8 to 12%. Huge untapped market and policy concern. Most Indians have no insurance cover because Indians don't trust these insurance companies. Also, even in America, they are doing a lot of scams and a lot of frauds with people. How are we supposed to trust them? I don't trust. But I think insurance is needed. We should take insurance. But मतलब अगर हमें पैसे चाहिए होते हैं, कोई सही में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, तो आई होप कि मतलब प्रोसेस स्मूथ हो, which I'm not expecting from them. Anyways, part 6 is the capital market versus money market. Last important distinction. So money market, capital market. कैपिटल होते हैं बिल्डिंग्स और मतलब ये सारे जो एसेट्स होते हैं, आई गेस. यस. सो मनी मार्केट में टाइम जोन इज शॉर्ट टर्म. व्हाट, हम कंपेयर कर क्या रहे हैं? मनी कैपिटल मार्केट और मनी मार्केट में क्या, पता नहीं. किस चीज़ का टाइम? टाइम होराइजन शॉर्ट टर्म लेस देन 1 ईयर, लॉन्ग टर्म मोर देन 1 ईयर। सो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते हैं इसमें, टी बिल्स, कमर्शियल पेपर्स हैं, वट आर दीज। और कैपिटल मार्केट होते हैं स्टॉक्स, बॉन्ड्स, डी बेंचर्स, आई डोंट नो व्हाट दिस इज। पर्पस इज लिक्विडिटी मैनेजमेंट एंड लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट। ओके, risks are low, risks are higher. Example are banks borrowing overnight and a company raising fund via IPO. IPO क्या होता है? Initial public offering, when a private company sells shares to public for first time. Zomato, Paytm, LIC all did IPOs recently. SEBI regulates IPO process strictly. ये क्या है यार, ये क्यों सिखा रहे हैं हमें? मतलब ये डिफरेंस बिटवीन मुझे क्यों दिया गया, मुझे तो समझ भी नहीं आया। ये वाला रिस्पॉन्स बहुत ख़राब है इसका, क्लॉड का। इसे रिफ़्रेश करके दोबारा से सेम रिस्पॉन्स निकलवाऊँ, या फिर डाउट्स पे डाउट्स, इतने सारे डाउट्स, कुछ भी तो समझ नहीं आया इधर मुझे। टी बिल्स आर ट्रेजरी बिल्स। ओके, सो जो कमर्शियल पेपर हैं वो बस ऐसे ही हैं, मतलब ख़रीदना बेचना, उसके बिलिंग्स, कागजात। वट अ प्राइवेट कंपनी, sorry, T bills is treasury bills, government borrowing for short term, 91 days, 182, 365, safest investment, government never defaults on rupee debt, RBI uses T bills on OMO operations। मतलब ये गवर्नमेंट कर्जा ले रही है बिजनेसेस से, मतलब मोदी टेकिंग कर्जा फ्रॉम अंबानी अडानी, व्हाट द हेल। और व्हाट इफ मतलब गवर्नमेंट कर्जे में चली जाती है, एंड इफ गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट एबल टू रीपे, सो व्हाट हैपेंस टू द डेमोक्रेसी? डज एनीथिंग हैपन? इज देयर एनी रिस्क? लेट्स डू द क्वेश्चंस, इवन दो मुझे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया है आज के स्टडी सेशन में, लेक्चर में, वट इस लेसन में मुझे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं समझ नहीं आया, बट लेट्स सी। You have 10,000 to invest. Stock markets gives potentially 15% returns but is risky. Bank FD gives 7% guaranteed. Mutual funds gives 11% with medium risk. Using what you learned, how would you think about this choice and what factors matters? Honestly, I've never invested and I don't have any idea. Bigger the risk, but bigger the profit. So I think I would like to divide my money. I would put half of it to bank FD, and like 30%, 20% to stock market, and 30% to mutual funds. Because I'm only using this thing. They say that don't put all your eggs in a single basket. So that is why I'm doing this, because I've heard it is a smart advice. Baki, I actually don't know. Anyways, so question number 2 is, a company's CEO secretly tells his wife that their company is about to win a huge government contract. Wife immediately buys 10,000 shares. Next week, contract announced, share prices doubles, wife sells and makes 50 lakh profit. What law was broken? Who investigates? And what's the punishment? वैसे मतलब अगर सीईओ को पता है तो आई डोंट सी एनीथिंग बैड इन इट। मतलब नेपोटिज्म भी तो एक तरह से यही हो गया ना, मतलब वेल्थ इनहेरिटेंस करना, या फिर अपने मम्मी पापा की वजह से जो नेपो किड्स होते हैं उन्हें उनका करियर उन्हें बना बनाया मिल जाना। एंड देन मतलब इफ अ वाइफ इज़ बेनिफिटिंग फ्रॉम हिज लाइक हर हस्बैंड बीइंग अ सीईओ, then I am not able to see what exactly is wrong in it. I'm sorry. But yes, a law is broken, and where was it? It's called insider trading, and it is illegal. SEBI actively prosecutes this. I don't know what's the punishment is. So question number 3 is India has very low insurance penetration at 4% of GDP. Most farmers have no crop insurance. Most poor people have no health insurance. Using your understanding of markets and government's role, why does this market failure happen and how should it be fixed? First of all, most of the people in India are like in survival mode financially. They don't have extra money to invest in an insurance. They prefer to, like, if they have a little bit extra money in some month, they prefer to spend it on their family, buying a few new items. And people in India don't trust in insurances. Insurances are kind of seen as scams, and the process of taking money out is not very smooth. Basically, it's a trust problem causing this market failure, and it can be fixed if people start trusting it more. At least middle class can have insurance. I don't think the lower middle class or below poverty line people can afford insurance, but maybe government can do something about it, like how government did for the farmers with its Bima Yojana. Maybe government should do something about the poor people as well. And amongst the middle class, building of trust is like very important. The process of taking money out when the money is needed should be smooth. Then people would maybe start trusting it more, and insurances must be cheap initially in India. Let's see. क्वेश्चंस वर इजी एक्चुअली, मतलब थोड़े इतने मुश्किल भी नहीं थे जितना ये सेक्शन था. क्वेश्चन 3 connects back to date and theme and your inside of the market seven goals for people. Anyways, देखते हैं. You independent single reason economists give for insurance market failure. Let me grade everything. Let's see. Question number 1 is investment choice. Correct. Don't put all eggs in one basket is diversification. That's the number one rule of investing. Okay. So your split मैंने तो ऐसे ही किया था थोड़े रिस्क कम रखने के लिए. 50% FD, 30% MF and 20% stock is actually quite reasonable for a beginner. Okay. So one factor you missed time zone, time horizon, मुझे वो समझ ही नहीं आया था. How long can you keep money invested? Short term is 1 to 2 year FD safer. Stocks are volatile. अच्छा. Long term stocks actually safer because short term crashes recover. अच्छा, okay. This is why young investors should take more risk. Time is on their side. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. This is really nice actually. मुझे नहीं पता था ये सब. आई होप मतलब इस पेपर के बारे में पढ़ते पढ़ते मुझे इन्वेस्टिंग आ जाए एटलीस्ट. आई वॉन्ट टू इन्वेस्ट मोर. ओके, सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 इज इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग. करेक्ट. Your moral confusion is actually important. You said, I don't see what's wrong. Generally, good instinct to question. Here's why it is wrong. Normal investor has no idea about contract. Wife has secret information. They are not competing on equal terms. Market fairness destroyed. If insider always profit from secrets, common people lose trust in markets. Nobody invests. Market collapse. हाँ, बट ये सिर्फ मार्केट पे थोड़ी ना काम कर रहा है, ये उस पे भी तो काम कर रहा है जैसे नेपो किड्स पे, और मतलब वेल्थ इनहेरिटेंस एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. उसका क्या, दैट्स ऑल्सो अनफेयर. उसकी वजह से भी like people lose trust in those प्रोफेशंस उस साइड पे एक्टिंग वाली फील्ड पे मतलब लोग कम जाते हैं बिकॉज बहुत ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट हो गया है, स्पेशली वुमेन सेफ्टी रिस्क्स एंड क्योंकि मतलब उनके सक्सेसफुल होने के चांसेस इतने कम है, सो पीपल डोंट ट्रस्ट दोज मार्केट्स एज वेल, पीपल डोंट गो देयर even if they are a good actor and they want to become an actor, they can't. What about that? और वो तो बस एक एग्जाम्पल है. It happens in a lot of other areas, fields, whatever. It's not about the wife benefiting, it's about the unfair advantage over millions of other investors who didn't know. It's all over the world. The unfair advantage is everywhere. SEBI punishment equals disgorgement of profits. CBI punishment is disgorgement of profits, return 50 lakh plus fine up to 3 times the profit plus imprisonment up to 10 years. CEO also guilty even though he didn't trade call tipping. वैसे it's nice that this law exists, is really nice. I hope similar laws can be made, like आई होप मतलब सिमिलर लॉज बाकी जगहों पर भी आएँ और एप्लीकेबल हों और एक्शन में आएँ. This would be really nice actually. But come on, what I'm thinking is मतलब इतने सारे क्राइम्स होते हैं in India and nobody gets the punishment. So should I trust this कि CEO की इंफॉर्मेशन लीक करने की वजह से उसे इतना ज़्यादा पनिश किया जाएगा when people even after like having rape FIRs on them walk away freely. मे बी इससे गवर्नमेंट को बेनिफिट हो रहा है, इससे मतलब गवर्नमेंट को पैसे मिलेंगे बहुत ज़्यादा, तो ज़्यादा इसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो. बट एनीवेज, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, एक्सेप्शनल. यू इंडिपेंडेंटली आइडेंटिफाइड एवरी रीजन इकोनॉमिस्ट गिव. अच्छा, लेट मी मैप योर आंसर टू प्रॉपर इकोनॉमिक टर्म्स. योर वर्ड सर्वाइवल मोड, नो एक्स्ट्रा मनी. इकोनॉमिक टर्म है इसका अफोर्डेबिलिटी बैरियर, दे कांट अफोर्ड इट. इंश्योरेंस सीन एज स्कैम, दैट्स ट्रस्ट डेफिशिट और asymmetric information. Process of claiming not smooth, high transaction costs, lower class can't afford, market failure, merit good. Government should do like PMFBY, subsidized public provisions. And insurance must be cheap initially. Penetration pricing strategy, asymmetric information. Insurance company knows more about risks than customers, and customers knows more about their own health than insurer. Both hide information, market doesn't work efficiently. This is a Nobel Prize winning concept. George Akerlof's market for lemons. Your fixed ideas were also perfect. Build trust, regulatory reforms plus grievance redressal. वो क्या होता है? नहीं समझ आया. Anyways, government health for poor. Ayushman Bharat already does this. 5 lakh free health insurance for 50 crore poor Indians. But वो health insurance है, मतलब उसके लिए लोगों को मतलब इनिशियली मतलब पैसे देने पड़ेंगे हर मंथ. हाउ मच? एंड नोबडी इज़ डूइंग इट. तो ये मिल किसको रहा है? चीप इनिशियली. PMJJBY इज़ 436 रुपीज़ पर ईयर. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस फॉर पुअर, गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडाइज्ड. ये तो काफ़ी चीप हो गया, मतलब अराउंड 2 रुपीज़ पर डे भी नहीं आएगा, राइट? 365 तो डेज ही होते हैं. Day 10 done. New terms unlocked are SEBI, markets regulator. SEBI is market regulator, traffic police of finance. ARDI is an insurance regulator. PFRDA pension regulator. IPO होता है companies first public share sale. Insider trading होता है illegal use of secret info to trade stocks. कार्टेल भी सिमिलर थिंग ही होता था ना. कार्टेल भूल गई फिर से. कार्टेल दो कंपनीज मतलब मिल के अपने प्राइसेस सेट कर देती थी, दोनों रेज कर देती थी, तो कंपटीशन मतलब एक रेज करेगी तो दूसरी की सेल्स गिर जाएगी ना, बट दोनों रेज करेगी और वही दोनों हैं मार्केट में, ओलिगोपोली मोनोपोली whatever, नहीं ओलिगोपोली, हाँ, तो लोगों को उनसे ही खरीदना पड़ेगा, तो यस दैट वाज कार्टेल एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो सिमिलर insider trading. Next is diversification. Don't pull all eggs in one basket. Asymmetric information, one party knows more than other, cause market failure. NBFC is lends money but can't take public deposits. Sensex or Nifty is health indicator of Indian stock market. T-bills are government short-term borrowing instruments. Date and done. 29 on 30 questions correct, but I think Claude is being generous to me. Anyways, 0 days skipped. Actually, I skipped 2 days, but matlab beech mein, but that's okay. I also did like multiple lessons in a single day, so I guess that cancels out. That's not passive studying, that's building something real. Tomorrow's day 11, we will be studying about poverty and inequality, a sensitive topic, and I care about that. This is where economics gets personal, the human cost of everything we have been studying, and where your instincts about market only serve those with money gets fully validated by data. See you tomorrow. Bye.